Good morning, brothers and sisters, lovers, haters, boys and girls. Vibrations of the mind are the one true God, love. I just wanted to make this little video about corruption in boxing and how that fight last night has left an extremely bad taste in my mouth. Watched it again this morning. An absolute disgrace of a decision. Disgrace. Anybody who thinks young Jack Catterall didn't win that fight is blind, foolish, or you couldn't get a Rizzler paper between their tongue and Turbo Taylor's ass. Now, watching boxing for a long time, I'll tell you this, there is corruption in boxing, there always has been, but that was high-level corruption there last night. An absolute disgrace to boxing. And I was always a Taylor fan. Always, a Taylor fan. And I still like his fighting style, but I must admit I've gone right off his character. For him to turn round and be the only person saying that he won that fight. And because he won so clearly, he doesn't need to give him a rematch. For all he's a fantastic technician and whatever, but sounds like he's pissed his knickers, regarding the rematch. Because he was beat, hands down. Couldn't pin him down. Couldn't get his best shots off. All his best work was nullified, through the exceptional talent of Jack Catterall. Jamie Moore said it best this morning when I watched his interview on Sky Sports. He said it best. Any young lads watching that, will be scratching their head thinking, why do I want to get into boxing? Why do I want to, what's there for me, for it to be stripped away from me like that at high level. Like I say, Jack Catterall worked all his life for that, stepped aside and done the right thing. Anyone watch that Jamie Moore interview on Sky Sports, it's a belter. You can see the devastation in his face. And this is why, boxing, people are turning their back on boxing. People are turning their back on high-level boxing. It hasn't got the fan base that it used to have. And this is why, excuse me, I'm a massive boxing fan, but I watch just as much MMA, UFC, as I do boxing, probably more MMA now. And that's only come about the last 4 or 5 years. And that's because of some stinking decisions. That one last night was worse than the Golovkin-Canelo one. Golovkin-Canelo 2, I honestly think Canelo won that rematch. That's my opinion. But he didn't win that first fight. And he didn't win it by about, I'll give it Golovkin by about 3 or 4 rounds. That's my opinion, but it's a solid one. And I make a good case for that. Like I can make a good case for last night, how Turbo Taylor did not win that fight by any stretch of anybody's imagination. He was not the winner last night. Yet to give him it on a split. The split tells me corruption. I can smell it. I can smell it like a fart in a lift. Like boxing, high-level boxing. Boxing's one of the few and only sports where all officials are allowed to mix, with each management team. There's no, rules of conduct regarding contact. And I think Teddy Atlas said it best. Let's use Eddie Hearn as an example. You've got Eddie Hearn sitting down a couple of days or on fight week, sits down with all the officials, the timekeepers, the referees, the judges, all the officials. He'll take them all out for a big extravagant meal, all on his dollar, and it's they're not going to the Wetherspoons, mate, and God knows what else to get, because this is a private dinner and a private chat. So what are these people talking about? What's changing hands? What promises are being made? Because in any other sport, be it football, be it anything, like imagine if Alex Ferguson's not a manager no more, but imagine the day before the FA Cup, Alex Ferguson's taking the linesmen's and the referees all out for a big extravagant scran, in private. What does that say? What does that tell you? That tells you something's not right. Like I say, as a big boxing fan, massive boxing fan, that's left a really bad taste in my mouth that last night, and doesn't sit well with us. obviously after feeling very, very grateful when I woke up and that, you know, I had to watch it again just to make sure there was tired eyes last night. You know, I had to watch it again, you know, and like I say, it's been confirmed. It's an absolute disgrace. 100% total, utter disgrace and an insult to the common fan and to the educated fan. It doesn't sit well at all. But yeah, that's my piece for the morning. Bye-bye for now.